Girls, what was the most obvious hint you dropped, and the guy just didn't get it? My buddy in college was stressing over when to make the move to kiss a girl he liked. While we encouraged him to not wait for the perfect moment and just go for it, he admitted he should have tried to kiss her when they were in the shower. Edit. Stressing, not staying. In the shower? Maybe she's just being nice by putting soap on my dick for me. How kind of her. Oh man, she's such a good person, she's showering at the same time as me to use less hot water. She must love the planet. Friends, nah man. Just go for it. Dumbass, but I think I missed my chance when I was balls deep in her last week. I missed the chance at our wedding, brother. It's snowing. Just stay here. You can sleep in my bed. To be honest, I would just think to myself, she is really nice offering me that, I better not screw this up by trying to sleep with her. And then proceed to say it doesn't seem so bad, but thank you. This right there. Yeah, I wouldn't want to come across as a creep. My dumb ass would just say, but where would you sleep? It's okay, I have good tires, I'll go home. Thankfully my girlfriend now just laughs at my stupid, thinking it's a joke until my brain catches up. I had a similar thing, out camping and my accommodation was a fair walk away. Girl was like, it's fine, you can just stay in my tent. Me, oh, great, do you have a spare sleeping bag then? She'd literally been cuddled up between my legs at the campfire all evening and I still didn't get it. Friend was complaining he was hot because of his long sleeve shirt. I said, oh, I'm sure you'd be just as hot without the shirt. He was so unaware, but I finally just kissed him. This one is really sweet. Did something similar when it was 90 degrees out. My crush at the time said, God, I'm so fucking hot, and I relied, now you're just stating the obvious. I once was modeling clothes I planned to take on vacation for my boyfriend. After showing off a couple of outfits, I told him to close his eyes and changed into lingerie. He opened his eyes and I asked him what he thought. His jaw dropped and he said, you can't wear that outside. I put my clothes back on. OMG, that gave me a good laugh. How could you not jump his bones after such comedic genius? We were discussing costumes and I sent a picture of me in my bunny suit and said I'd need help out of it. His response was telling me he hoped my roommate was home or that would suck. I had to tell him I was implying I'd like him to take it off me, and it took him a minute to catch up. Bless you for hitting him with a bat. Edit. Thanks Anon for my first award. And I'm very happy to see OC got silver as well. And thanks again. I just turn around and guild OC. Jessica, that makes no sense. How can I help you when I'm clear across town? Complained I was a bit cold, so he gave me a blanket. I then told him there's space for two under the blanket, in an obvious flirting tone. He answered with no thanks, I'm not cold. I still tease him with it once in a while, we're married now. Holy shit, I'm mentally slow. I just realized I was him a week or two ago. I went on a second date with a girl to a hockey game and I don't feel comfortable doing touchy-feely stuff until I outright say I'm ready to commit seriously. So halfway through she says, man, it's pretty cold in here, isn't it? And I said, nah, if anything I'm a little warm. Things went normally for the rest of the game, but afterwards I got straight ghosted, LMAO. I couldn't for the life of me figure out why, but that may or may not be it. It could be anything really, but I hadn't connected those dots yet, so I physically facepalmed when the light bulb went off. Edit. Thanks for the nice comments so far. It wasn't anything I was fully committed to yet, so I didn't get too bent out of shape. The bigger thing for me is that I can be socially inept at times and have not been on many dates with people I don't already know to start with, even though I'm in my mid-20s, long chain of events LOL. So I had moreover been trying to discern where anything could have been remotely connected to being ghosted, so I could potentially improve my self-awareness in a type of situation I'm not often in. I had let it go, but this reminded me of it and I thought I'd share. If she ghosted you for missing a hint, she's not worth the time anyway. Sad face. Maybe she didn't feel there was much of a connection and the missed hint was only one aspect? I went out of my way to come in early and talk to this guy every day for like a month before someone else told him I was into him. I also repeatedly told him I liked him. He thought I was just being nice. When a girl admits to liking you, a guy faces a dilemma. 1, you could be joking and pulling his leg. 2, you just sympathize for him, or you like him as a friend and that's it. In that order usually, really. When I was in high school, the thing mean girls would do is go to a nerdy or outcast and say some girl liked them. This was supposed to be a joke on the girl. Sucked to be me, the nerdy outcast. To this day not sure if this one girl liked me or if some girls were just being bitches. A guy I'm currently seeing invited me camping earlier this month. We were cuddling and I noted how nice the showers are in the bathroom at the provincial park. I said they're really warm and lots of space for 2 people. Trying to hint for him to join me for sexy time. This man without missing a beat says, actually, you could fit like 10 people in those showers. We laughed about it really hard the next weekend and he said I knew what you were getting at but my brain just wanted to answer it logically. I like that guy. I'm just here for the shower gangbang. When I was like 15 to 16, this girl from school I had a huge crush on kept inviting me to her house when she was alone, wearing the smallest tops and asking for back massages. I never got the hint. Years later when I started going out with my now fiancé, that girl's sister tells my GF, hey, my sister had such a crush on him back in school. I was not a bright teenager. Geez, never missed one that obvious. I know, right? I had confidence issues as a teenager that only went away in my early 20s. 15 to 16-year-old me hates 15 to 16-old you. Guy here. A girl took my hat off, started running her fingers through my hair and asked what did I do to get it so smooth. I proceeded to tell her all about the new shampoo I had switched to a month before until she cut me off. Well, don't leave us hanging, man. What's the shampoo? No head and shoulders. Cut you off how? Literally put her finger to my lip and said, you know, I've been flirting with you all night. I was 50/50ths because I wasn't sure, but I had suspected it and had even told my friend, was at an out-of-town party at his sister's house. Girl was actually his old babysitter from when we were kids. I had a girl invite me round her house once just to show me her posters. They were all of Harley Davidson motorbikes, and she said she's never ridden a Harley before. Awkward silence, and after a few other short bits of small talk I decided to be on my way. 2 years later I'm sitting on the bus and realize what she meant. Harley. Ridden a Harley. My name is Harley. Damn, I feel so bad for her. That's a perfect line too. Gotta wonder if she bought those posters just to set up that line. Do you think she bought all of those posters just to be smooth? Because that's commitment. Also, who owns Harley poster without owning a Harley, right? Not a girl, but I was staying a night at a hotel, and the hotel bar had just closed. I went out front for a smoke and start chatting with 2 women. We shoot the shit for a few minutes and then all head back into the hotel and to the elevator. We get in, they press 15, I press 9, and one of them turns to me and says, I don't suppose there's a secret bar on the 9th floor we can go to? My dumb ass responds, no, but you can grab a cab and be at a bar in 10 minutes. Then the doors open and I leave. This is amazing. How long did it take you to realize? Brushing teeth 15 years later. Wait a minute. Staring in the mirror, not even coherent enough to know if you still have underwear on or not, and it hits you 30 seconds into brushing. Son of a bitch.